Crazy and Amazing Facts You Never Knew Existed Part 2. You are made of stardust. Every atom in your body was once forged in the heart of a dying star. The calcium in your bones, the iron in your blood, the oxygen you breathe, all were created in massive stars and scattered across the universe when those stars exploded as supernovae. Over billions of years, that cosmic dust came together to form planets, life, and eventually, you. So, in a very real sense, you're not just in the universe is in you. Earth is hurtling through space at about 67,000 miles per hour. Even when everything around you feels perfectly still, that speed comes from Earth's orbit around the Sun. On top of that, the Sun itself is racing around the center of the Milky Way at roughly 514,000 miles per hour, carrying our entire solar system with it. So right now, without feeling a thing, you're on a cosmic ride through space and time. The Milky Way is just one galaxy among more than 2 trillion in the observable universe. Each of those galaxies can contain millions to trillions of stars, many with their own planets. Some are spiral like ours, others are elliptical or irregular, and many are so distant that their light has been traveling for billions of years just to reach us. When you look up at the night sky, you're seeing only a tiny fraction of what's out there, a reminder of how vast, mysterious, and awe-inspiring the universe truly is. The night sky you see is a window into the past. Because light takes time to travel, some of the starlight reaching your eyes tonight has been journeying through space for billions of years. You're seeing stars and galaxies not as they are now, but as they were long before Earth even existed. In a way, every time you look up, you're witnessing ancient history written in light. Every 2 seconds, somewhere in the universe, a new star is born. Inside vast clouds of gas and dust, gravity pulls matter together until the pressure ignites nuclear fusion, and a star lights up for the first time. While some stars are dying in brilliant supernovae, others are just beginning their cosmic lives. The universe is never still. It's constantly creating, evolving, and shining. Over 80% of the ocean remains unexplored and unmapped. Despite covering more than 70% of Earth's surface, we've mapped the Moon and Mars in greater detail than our own deep seas. In those dark depths could be undiscovered species, massive geological features, and ecosystems unlike anything we've ever seen. The greatest mystery on Earth isn't in space, it's beneath the waves. That statement is powerful, but slightly misleading, and here's the important clarification. The Amazon rainforest does not provide 20% of Earth's net oxygen. While it produces a huge amount of oxygen through photosynthesis, nearly all of that oxygen is consumed by the forest itself through respiration and decay. The net contribution to the planet's breathable oxygen is close to zero. Humans have destroyed nearly 17% of the Amazon, pushing it dangerously close to a tipping point where parts of it could turn into savanna. The largest living organism on Earth is indeed a fungus, a massive honey fungus, Armillaria ostoyae, in Oregon. This single organism spreads underground through a vast network of mycelium covering about 2,400 acres and estimated to be thousands of years old. What looks like separate mushrooms on the surface is actually just the visible part of one enormous living system beneath the soil. It's a reminder that some of Earth's greatest giants are hidden from sight, thriving quietly beneath our feet. There are likely more trees on Earth than stars in the Milky Way. Scientists estimate there are about 3 trillion trees on our planet. By comparison, astronomers estimate the Milky Way contains roughly 100 to 400 billion stars. So while the galaxy feels unimaginably vast, Earth itself is incredibly rich with life. A reminder that wonder exists not only above us in the stars, but all around us on the ground. Humans share about 60% of our DNA with bananas. That doesn't mean we're half banana. It means that many of the basic cellular functions needed for life are conserved across species. Genes controlling growth, metabolism, and cell maintenance are surprisingly similar, even in organisms that look nothing alike. It's a fun reminder that all life on Earth is deeply connected at a molecular level. There are more life forms living on your skin than there are people on Earth. Your skin is home to trillions of microorganisms, bacteria, fungi, and tiny mites, forming a complex ecosystem called the microbiome. These microscopic residents help protect you from harmful pathogens, regulate your immune system, and even influence your health. So while you might feel alone sometimes, you're actually never without company. And most of it is invisible to the naked eye. Every human began as a single cell smaller than a grain of sand. From that tiny fertilized egg, an incredible process of cell division, differentiation, and growth transforms it into a complex body with trillions of cells. Each cell carries the same DNA blueprint, yet specializes to form everything from neurons to heart tissue to skin. It's a humbling reminder. Every life, no matter how grand, starts impossibly small. Your body is constantly renewing itself. Most of your cells are replaced roughly every 7 to 10 years. Different types of cells have different lifespans. Skin cells, about 2 to 3 weeks. Red blood cells, around 4 months. Liver cells, roughly 300 to 500 days. Some neurons in the brain last a lifetime. This means that, over time, almost every part of you is rebuilt from scratch, yet your identity, memories, and consciousness persist. In a way, you're literally a new person every decade. You are literally a walking ecosystem. Your gut alone contains trillions of microbes, bacteria, viruses, fungi, and other microorganisms, collectively called the gut microbiome. These tiny residents help digest food, produce essential vitamins, train your immune system, even influence your mood and mental health. In fact, the number of microbial cells in your body rivals or exceeds your own human cells, making you not just a single organism, but a complex ecosystem teeming with life. Your brain is an electrical powerhouse. Neurons communicate through tiny electrical impulses called action potentials. Altogether, the brain generates roughly 20 watts of electrical power, enough to light a small LED bulb. Every thought, memory, and movement is powered by this intricate web of electrical activity, making your brain both a computer and a generator at the same time. Most of what you see isn't raw reality. It's your brain's best prediction of it. Your eyes only collect fragments of light. The brain then fills in gaps, corrects motion, stabilizes images, and predicts what should be there based on past experience. This is why optical illusions work, why your blind spot goes unnoticed, and why perception can differ from person to person. In other words, you don't passively see the world. Your brain actively builds it in real time. Every time you recall a memory, it's not a perfect replay. It's slightly altered. Neuroscience shows that recalling a memory makes it label, meaning it can be influenced by your current emotions, thoughts, or new information. This is why eyewitness accounts can differ. Nostalgia can feel sweeter than reality, and old memories can subtly shift over time. In a way, your memories aren't fixed snapshots. They're living stories you rewrite every time you remember them. Your brain is a supercomputer on overdrive. It processes roughly 11 million bits of information per second: sights, sounds, smells, sensations, and internal signals. Yet, your conscious awareness picks up only about 40 of those bits. This means most of what's happening in your mind, filtering, analyzing, predicting, occurs behind the scenes, allowing you to navigate the world without being overwhelmed. Your conscious mind is just the tip of a massive cognitive iceberg. Your emotions can physically influence your body at the molecular level, but with an important distinction. Strong, lasting emotional states, like chronic stress, joy, or trauma, don't change your DNA sequence, but they do change how your genes are expressed. This happens through epigenetics, where chemical markers turn genes up or down. Here's how that affects you. Chronic stress can suppress immune function, increase inflammation, and alter gene expression linked to disease. Positive emotions and relaxation can strengthen immune response and support cellular repair. Emotional states influence hormones, like cortisol, which directly interact with immune cells. So while your emotions don't rewrite your genetic code, they shape how your biology behaves, meaning your mind and body are deeply, physically connected. Here's a mind-blowing perspective on time. Stegosaurus lived about 150 million years ago. Tyrannosaurus rex appeared around 66 million years ago. The iPhone came out in 2007, so the gap between T-Rex and the iPhone, which is 66 million years, is actually shorter than the gap between T-Rex and Stegosaurus, 84 million years. It's crazy to think that dinosaurs feel ancient, yet the time from the last T-Rex to your smartphone is smaller than the span between two dinosaur species. Every minute, roughly 250 babies are born somewhere in the world. That's over 360,000 babies a day entering the planet, each with their own story, potential, and place in the human tapestry. It's a reminder of how life never stops, constantly renewing itself even as the world around us changes. The sunlight warming your face left the sun about 8 minutes ago. Light travels at roughly 186,000 miles per second, 300,000 kilometers per second. But the sun is 93 million miles, 150 million kilometers away. That means every beam of sunlight is a tiny time capsule, showing the sun as it was 8 minutes in the past. Every sunrise and ray of light is a reminder that even the here and now carries a touch of the past. Technically, you're never truly touching anything. What you feel as touch is actually the electromagnetic repulsion between the electrons in your atoms and the electrons in another object. The atoms themselves never make direct contact, they repel each other long before that can happen. So when you press your hand against a table, you're really feeling forces pushing back, not matter meeting matter. Reality is far stranger and emptier than it feels.